Happy Friday, everyone. Been thinking about something that I just want to share. So, I had a dream not too long ago, and I'll try to keep this very short. But I had a dream that I was on at like a convention type thing, and I didn't know it at the time, but it was on a cruise ship. I don't know why that's really important, but I do in the end, actually. Anyway, so I'm on this cruise ship and I'm going from seminar to seminar, and we had a break. So we go outside, there's some tables with some food and, snacks and things like that, something to drink. So I connect with a few ladies and we're there and we decide to go outside. Well, when we go outside, because I was like, I need some sun, some warmth on my skin, because you know how conventions are, it gets a little cool. So we go outside and we're on the deck, and it's like different graduated levels, like stairs up. So we kind of go up to the top where there's an overhang and there's some shade and things like that. But I'm in the direct sun, but one level up is the shade where the ladies are sitting. So we're just sitting there and talking and everything like that. Well, around me, all of these inflatables start popping up. I don't know why this is important. Maybe I'll find out this one day. These inflatables start popping out up and underneath me as well. And it was kind of on a hard surface we were sitting. So it kind of gave some, relieved the pressure off my bottom side, if you know what I mean. So we're like, what's going on? And somebody says, oh, this is the VIP section for the concerts that we're about to have. We didn't know that there were concerts. And we're like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, so the ladies look at me and they go, well, should we move? And I was like, no, we've been sitting here with VIP. So other people start coming up and taking their seats all around and everything like that. And there's a gentleman that's kind of hanging around. And I was like, no, this is my seat. And so he just kind of stands there. People are starting, the music is starting to play. And then suddenly, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late for my next session, which was with Paul Martinelli. So I was like, I'm going to be back and I want my seat back, And I looked at my clock and I was like, I'm coming back and I want my seat. I put my cell phone down to save my spot, and then I thought, maybe that's not a good idea. I need my cell phone. So he's looking at my cell phone, and the moment that I take my cell phone up, he plops down and kind of lays down in my seat. And I said, when I get back, I want my seat back. But something in me told me that I wasn't going to need that seat anymore. So I rush into the area, and there's general admission, and then if you go down some stairs, there was VIP. And so I saw where I should be sitting. One of the guys that I knew waved over and said, hey, we got seating over here or whatever. You had to have the headphones to plug in and the whole nine. And I looked at the general admission, and then I kind of looked down the stairs. And even though I belonged in general admission per my ticket, I was like, I'm VIP. I'm going to VIP. So I start down these stairs, and there's this lady that was familiar to me. And she's kind of walking down, I say, hey, or whatever. I'm like, is it VIP? And they're like, yeah. And I look down and it's these individual little booths and stuff, real VIP. And I knew I didn't belong, but I said, you know what? I'm going to be VIP no matter what it takes. I don't care if I have to stand on the wall. So as we're going down, Paul Martinelli comes rushing down, and he was like in a rush. He was like, oh, I'm a little bit behind. Well, he stopped the lady that was next to me, and he kind of puts, his arms kind of cradling her. And he goes, what's the difference between the cost difference between the room that you're staying in now and the VIP rooms? And she kind of was like, He goes, quick, I don't have a lot of time. I have to get down here. What's the price difference, the cost difference between the room you're staying in now, which was kind of reminded me of a hostel. And I'm saying all this because I wrote down my dream when I was done. But so there was kind of bunk beds and things like that. He goes, what's the cost difference between the room you're staying in now and the VIP? And she was really timid and looking, and she didn't want to. I turned around and I said, I don't know what the cost difference is. I said, but I bet it's worth it. He says to me, $8. $8 is the difference between where you're staying and VIP. And I was like, oh, and he goes, I'm going to give you the $8. Go get your room. And I was like, what? Is there a VIP somewhere? He goes, go get your room. And I was like, holy cow. So I'm sitting here holding $8 in my hand, and he takes off down there to get ready for his speech. And so I'm looking around, and there's some girls I was like, I don't even know where the VIP rooms are. And they go, there's rooms right here. And it was 3 stories of doors that I saw going up. And I'm like, well, which one? And it was in lines. And they go, choose one. And then I'm looking at the $8 in my hand, and I go, well, where do I put the $8? So I go up some stairs to the door, and there's these little slots in there. So I was like, do I just put, and it's kind of like blinking or whatever, almost like kind of casino slot type thing. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll try it here. So I start sliding the $8 in there, or, bill by bill. And as the bill goes in, there's like these little flap things that were coming out and dancing and doing these weird things. And it was like moving slots. And I'm like, I don't know what this is about, but it looks real inviting to me. Somebody's happy I'm going to stay here. So I finished, feeding the 4 bills that made up the $8. It was a $5 bill and 3 $1 bills. And the door swings open. And I go into this room, and it opens up into this huge living area. So there's like a kitchenette. There's a hallway. There's like this storage room, closet type thing. You go kind of down the little aisle, and it opens up into an entertainment room that had a bed there. And then there was a tub in the room, and then there was a bathroom, had its own door. And so I was like, oh my goodness, like all this room, because we were again in those hostels. It was my sister and my sister-in-law, Marsha and Kiana, and someone else. And I said, hey, y'all, come look at this room. I don't know how they got there. They just appeared, right? So they come on in there, and we're like, oh my God. Oh, and my sister Ashley. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. We leave the door open. Some other girls come up, and they're like, oh my gosh, there's stairs. I'm like, there's stairs in here? So you had to go kind of around that closet, and there were stairs on the backside. So I go up to the next floor, and there's 2 beds there. There's another living area. There's a bathtub, and then there's a hot tub in there. Then there's a bathroom area there. Then I hear there's more stairs. And I'm like, more stairs? So we go back out to the front and go around and go up. And it opens out into another living area where there's another bed there. There's another entertainment area, bathroom, tub, the whole 9. And so then all of a sudden, the boat starts rocking. Starts rocking. And I'm like, what is going on? So the other girls were like, oh my God, because I told my sisters, I said, this is perfect for us. I'll have the bottom. You 2 of y'all can stay on the 2nd floor. Somebody can have the top floor. And so the boat starts rocking. The other girls are like, oh my God, I'm going back down to my room. I got to get out of here because this is up on the top, it's 3 floors high. And it was really going. And in my spirit, I was just settled. And I said, you know what, y'all? I don't know if I said it verbally, but I know that in my mind I was saying it to myself. I said, if this boat is going down, it don't matter if you're on the top or the bottom. Either way, we all going down. It was one of those Titanic, we'll let the band play until we go down, baby. This is the end for us. But something just gave me this peace and told me to hold on. And I just laid there, and with all of that tossing and turning, I was at peace. And then the storm ceased. And then there I was. And as I reflected on that dream, a couple of things came to me. One was, I'm not as far away from my dream as I thought I am. I'm $8 away. And somebody saw that in me and gave me the $8 that I needed to get to that next level. I was $8 away from V.I.P. But had I not believed that I belonged in V.I.P., that opportunity never would have come. If I would have just went over there to the general admission where my ticket said I belonged, not where my heart said I belonged, and if I would have went over there and settled for the general admission, I never would have got that. So my first thing was, I'm no longer general admission. I am worthy of VIP. Second thing was, I'm $8 away. I'm not that far from realizing my dream. If I continue to do the things that I know that I'm supposed to do, I continue to work and I continue to be open to the opportunities that are given, I'm going to get there sooner than I thought. I'm not really as far as I thought that I was. Third thing, somebody's going to come along to help me. Somebody's going to come along and be the person, the catalyst. And it's not about the person, but I just believe that God, those destiny helpers that my mom always talks about, God brings people in your life to open doors on levels that you never even knew existed. And if you're open to that, if you position yourself, if you continue to do the work, those people will come into your life. The last thing that I got out of that was, on this journey, I am going to be tossed and I am going to be turned. There are going to be obstacles. There's going to be things that seemingly are going to just knock me off my feet. But if I hold on, knowing that this is where I'm supposed to be, knowing that this is part of the process, if I hold on, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. You're $8 away from your dream. Don't give up now. Do not give up. Don't settle for average. Don't settle for general admission. You are VIP worthy, and it's not that far out of your reach. The other thing is, in that dream, I said, you know what? I'm so used to just paying general admission that I didn't even realize that it's not that much extra to be in the place and to be around people who are living the dream that you want. Sometimes if you sacrifice that $8, it'll open you up to a whole new world. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And Paul Martinelli, if you see this video, it wasn't just me. I shared this dream with someone else who had a similar dream about you being on a boat and we being there for some sort of conference. So I am looking forward to the EL Community Connection Cruise. Okay, the Empowered Living Community Connection Cruise. I'm speaking it, and hopefully one day it will manifest. I'm waiting on it. I'm $8 from VIP. Talk to you later. Bye.